Everyone to Erudite Academy German language training. In the last video we have seen how to say the alphabet, that is the Buchstaben, and also the basic pronunciations. Today I am going to tell you how to say the numbers in German. So let's start with the numbers. Numbers in German are called as Zahlen. The numbers are called as Zahlen. I will first repeat the numbers 1 to 10 twice, and then I'll tell you what are you supposed to know with the pronunciations. So let's start with number 0. The number 0 will be called as null. In English we pronounce this word as null, but in German, because U has the pronunciation as U, this number will be null. Then we have the number 1, which is eins. Number 2, zwei, 3, drei, 4, vier, 5, fünf, 6, sechs, 7, sieben, 8, acht, 9, neun, and 10, zehn. As I said, I'll be repeating the numbers, but for that I need to tell you the basic pronunciation rule, which you can add on to the last video's basic pronunciation rules. So this is EI. If you see the letter EI written together, we are not supposed to pronounce the E, but only the I as in English. So with the examples, I'll explain it once again. So if you see the number 1 written, E-I-N-S. So the E pronunciation is supposed to be omitted, and I will pronounce the I as in English. So this is eins. Then again the same example, which will be following the same thing, that is number 2, which is zwei. So you see Z-W-E-I. With the Z-W, we are going to pronounce only the I and not the E. So this is zwei. Then again we have one more example, which is drei. D-R-E-I. So again omitting the pronunciation of E and pronouncing the I, we have the number drei, which is 3. Then one more example, that if you see I-E written together, now vice versa. If you see I-E written together, we are going to omit the pronunciation of I and just pronounce the E. So you see the number 4, V-I-E-R. Because the pronunciation of V is V in German. It's like F. So V, this is, the number will be fear. E should be pronounced as E in English. So this is fear. Null, eins, zwei, drei, vier. Then we have the number fünf. How do you say perfume? U. So that is what you are going to pronounce over here is U with the umlauts. As I said in my last video, U with the umlauts will be E and U together. U. So this number is fünf. Then one more rule, which I told you yesterday in my video, was number 6. This is, if you see S-A, S-E, S-I, S-O and S-U, then you never pronounce the S like sir. You will be always pronouncing it like Z. So the number is sechs. Z, zebra, sechs. Then we have the number 7, where again, as the rule which I told above, that you are going to follow. So S-I-E. If you see S-I-E, omit the pronunciation of I, just pronounce the E with the letter S. So the pronunciation will be sieben. Sieben. Then the number 8. The reason giving you the pronunciations or the basic pronunciation rule was because you can apply that to the numbers while saying the numbers. So your pronunciations get clear, or say you can understand the pronunciation well with the numbers itself. Then we have the number 8. As I said yesterday, that is, if you see A before the letter CH, then you are going to pronounce the CH as K. K. So the number 8 will be acht. Acht. Then we have the number 9, which is neun. Number 9 is neun. And then we have the number 10, which is Z-E-H-N, which is zen. The pronunciation of H will be silent. You just need to pronounce the word as Z-E-N, which is zen. These numbers I am repeating it once again, and then we shall go to the numbers 11 and above. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I hope the numbers 0 to 10 are understood by you all, and if you keep on practicing the numbers, it will be very helpful for you to know the new words as well. So here we go with the number 11. Number 11 will be called as elf, E-L-F, elf. We have already done this word in English. Of course, the meaning is different, but here the same pronunciation will be done as elf. Then number 12 is Zwölf. Zwölf. Z-W-O with the umlauts. O with the umlauts is A and O together. The pronunciation will be ew. So this is Zwölf. Then we have the number 13. 13. If you see, what have I done is, what we need to do is, we just need to write the number 3 and the number zen, that is the number 10, along with it without any changes. But one thing to be noted, which is very important, you never keep any space in between the numbers while writing it in words. So this is 13. 13. Then we have the number 14. 14. 14. Again, what have I done is, number 4 and the number 10, they both are written together, which is 14. Then we have the number 15. 15. This is what we are following for the earlier two numbers, that is writing the first number 5 and adding the number 10 to it. That's 15. One more thing now, which you need to know very perfectly, is that you see the numbers 16 and 17. The numbers 16 and 17 have a slight exception in it. The number 6 has S at the end. But when you write the number 16, you are supposed to omit the S in the spelling, which will be S-E-C-H-Z-E-N-H-N. So this is Zekzen. This is Zekzen. Then we have the number Siebzen. Actually, the number 7 is called as Sieben. But when you write the number 17, you will have to omit the en from that number and add the number zen, that is 10, to it, which becomes Siebzen. Siebzen. Then again we are just following the earlier rule, which is writing the number 8, that is 8, plus 10, that is 18, that is Achtzen. Achtzen. Same goes with 19 as well. So this is 9 Zen. And the last number is 20. Whenever you see the G at the end of a word, mostly it will be pronounced as sh. 20. Okay, so I will be repeating the numbers 11 to 20 once again, and then I will proceed with the numbers 21 to 99. So number 11 is elf, 12 is Zwölf, 13 is 13, 14 is 14, 15 is 15, 16 is Zekzen. Kindly make sure that you know how to write the number 16, because you cannot just go on following the pattern which we are following for the number 13 and 14 or 15 as well. So this is Zekzen. Then 17 is Siebzen. Number 18, Achtzen, 19, Neunzen, and 20 is 20. I hope the numbers 1 to 20 are clear. And then the numbers 21 to 99 are the most easiest numbers one could learn. Just to make you understand how to write the numbers, I have just given 2 examples, and then I have written the tens numbers where you will be following the same pattern which I am following in my examples. So you see the tens and units being written over here. The number 21. In English, it's just writing the tens number and then the ones number after it. But here in German, we are going to keep the number, the tens number at the end and the ones number at first. So one more thing which you should know is, whenever you need to write the number 1, which is actually in the units place, you are not going to write the correct spelling. Correct in the sense, you're not going to write the whole spelling. You are just going to omit the S. Eins. From number eins, you are going to omit the S. So here you see, just to make you understand first, I have put some gaps in between. Otherwise, the number should be in this form. So, the number 1 is ein. The word und is being written, which actually means and. Then the number 20, which I just now taught you over here. So this number 20 will be written at the end, and the units place, or say the ones place, will be written first. So it would look like 1 and 20. 1 and 20, which is ein und 20. Ein und 20. If you see here, just to explain, I have put some gap, some space in between. But when you are writing the numbers, never ever put any gaps in between while writing the number. Of course, if your handwriting is something else, like what I have written, my handwriting is cursive, and that is why you will find that I have written it in a single word. If your writing is something else, still make sure that you are not putting any gaps in between. Then the second example which follows is 22. Again, I am going to write the number 2, which is the units place, or say the ones place, that is zwei. Then we write the word and then we write the number 20. And when I just combine this word as a single word, it would be 22. 22. And very most important thing is that, like in English, we write the word and in between while writing the numbers 1 to 100 and above, right? But in German, the word and will always be used from number 21 to 99 only. So wherever you are writing the numbers 21 to 99, make sure that the and is only there, not with the 100. Just to give an example, if I say 122, in English I would say it as 122. But because you do not know how to say the hundreds, I'll just explain in English how it would sound in German. So it will be 102 and 20. 102 and 20. I am not writing the word and after the number 100. Fine. And now let's go to the tens. These numbers which I have written, the same pattern you are going to follow for any number you write until 99. So here we go with the number 30. The tens are 30, 40, 50, 60 and so on. So this is 30. You will only see this number 30 has the beta sign. All other numbers are ending with ZIG, whereas only the number 30 will be ending with the SZIG. Then number 40, again you see the number 4 is being written and ZIG is being added to it, so it is 40. 5 and 0, that is 50. You are again writing the number 5, the same spelling, and you are adding ZIG to it, that is 50. Then number 60, here again, as we did for the numbers 16 and 17, you are going to omit the S and EN from the numbers. So you have to remember that the number 16 and 17 and 60 and 70 are the exceptional cases. So number 60 will be number 6 and ZIG, omitting the S from the spelling. So the number is Zegzish. The number is Zegzish. Then the number 70. Again, as I said, we are going to omit the EN from there. So that becomes Zeebzish. Zeebzish. Then the number 80. Again, this is the very easiest form. We are just writing the number Acht and ZIG to it. So that is Achtzish. Then the number 9 plus 0, that is 90, So this is Neunzish. Neunzish. And then finally we go to the number 100, that is Hundert. Hundert. This is what you should know about the numbers. And one more thing is that you never put any space while writing the numbers. Second thing is that if you have seen all my numbers, I have written in the small letters. None of the numbers is being written in the capitals. So kindly make sure that you know the correct pronunciations, and also you should know what the exceptional cases are while writing the numbers 16, 17, 60 and 70. This pattern which you see, this you can follow for writing any numbers from 21 to 99. And this is what I can tell you about the numbers for now. If you like my video, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much.